The Lincoln's Legends podcast is proudly brought to you by MilesT-shirts.com. Top-notch printing at a great price. Lincoln's Legends podcast brings you the Barely Street Legal Performance Team. Welcome to another pilot episode of the Lincoln's Legends podcast. I'm here with my new friends from the BSL Car Club. I only say it spaced out because if I don't, I'll probably mess it up. Klutch, tell me what it is, what it's about.
Barely Street Legal Performance Team actually is a group of car enthusiasts in the Central Illinois area for the most part. We hang out. I mean, it's all about the cars for us, really. But it's a second family for a lot of us too, though. We do a lot of hanging out, even outside of car-related things. We go to weddings, birthday parties. I mean, everything that's involved. I mean, we're a real tight group, really.
I hope that you don't mind that I didn't call you by your given name. I called you by Klutch because I had to put it in my brain because I've known you for almost half my life, and I was going through my phone looking for your first name, and it's not there. But I've got every single other contact information known to the internet under Klutch. So that's definitely my fault. Let's see. Can you tell me, I don't know, when did the club start?
Actually, we've been called Barely Street Legal for almost 10 years. Actually, this is our 10th year. We started actually as a MySpace page back when that was popular.
Was Tom your friend?
No, actually, I rejected that one friend.
That's how I learned HTML. No joke. Okay, for all the coders out there, yeah. I learned some HTML because, unfortunately, I was the original cyberbully.
Yeah.
I had nothing else to do with my life. Somebody made fun of me. I made a page about him. I was a bad person. I'm sorry. If you're out there, I'm sorry.
But no, it was about 10 years ago. We had hung out before that. There was a lot of car guys that hung out, but we never had we never flew under kind of one flag kind of thing. It was always just all of us hanging out in parking lots together, getting in trouble and getting kicked out of them by the cops and everything. And then it all started because one day I was like, why don't we all kind of fly under one flag? We hang out enough. We're friends before anything anyway. So I came with Barely Street Legal. We made it a MySpace page, and we pretty much added everyone that was into cars at the time. And it's kind of grown since then to be a lot more than that.
We're looking at a handful of cars right now, and I'm going to be honest, I was surprised. I thought it would just be you and me under the stars. We haven't told the listeners where we're at right now. I want to pick, forgive me, I don't want to pick. I want to make the interviews as intimate as possible, so when I ask a guest, hey, are you interested in being on the show, I want to record the show at your favorite place in Springfield, wherever that is, to give it an intimate feel, and you chose?
The Hoogland Center of the Arts parking garage, actually. It's an awesome place. It's got an awesome view of the Capitol, and it's one thing that we always, whenever we take photos of our cars, it's always one of the first spots we always pick because you can get the Capitol in the background and nothing says Springfield, Illinois like our Capitol.
Absolutely. So, yeah. We're so lucky tonight. It was supposed to rain, and it's like 65, 70, and it's
gorgeous out.
Like October 26th or something. I can't keep up with the dates because I've got a lot of stuff going on, and I sound like a dirtbag, but I'm not. I'm just really overwhelmed in the fact that people want to be a part of it, and people are supporting it, and thank you very much, and I promise people listening to the show right now, I'll get you on as soon as possible. I promise. But back to the task at hand. Let's talk about the decals, because I see that your car is distinctly decked out, and to me they look custom made. Like, they don't look like you could buy them at a store.
No, actually, I make all of our decals for the entire team. I have the vinyl plotter and everything. We do all that. Even our own BSL crest and our little logos that we all have in our cars and everything. That's all custom made and custom designed by either me or someone else on the team. Our crest actually is usually an item of conversation with any car enthusiast because they always see it. Everyone always does the cross pistons, kind of look for something cool, but
okay.
We threw the rotary engine symbol, which is like just a rotor, which kind of looks like a upside down triangle.
Okay.
Threw that in the middle, put BSL on there, put a star on it, and we just kind of made it our own, really. It was a work in progress for a while, but now that we have it, it's kind of fun because everyone recognizes us immediately.
And that's awesome because you have your own brand, and I hate to say it, but there's too much negativity in the town when it comes to vehicles or clubs, whether it's car clubs or bike clubs. They don't understand that it's literally just people looking for something that they enjoy, and it's a community. And you were talking about earlier about getting in trouble with cops, and it's like, I can remember that when we were younger, there was a quote-unquote strip on MacArthur for like 10 minutes, and that was literally just people doing the same thing that you're doing right now, but the cops would push them away and say, you can't hang out here. Well, we also live in the same town where the mall doesn't have a video arcade or a movie theater, so what else are we supposed to do when we get caught? It just doesn't make sense. Let's move on. Sorry about the rant. Let's talk about the annual trips that you take, because I know that you guys are out and about. I was creeping on the Facebook last week. I was like, I got to get that guy in.
Yeah, we take a lot of cool trips as a group. Like I said, it's really a family thing. We always try to make it car-oriented in some way. The yearly trips that we always take is in February. There's a big rally championship race that's down in Missouri in February. It's usually at the last weekend in February, and it's really cool because you can go down there and pretty much you're driving on the same roads that they're driving for the rally. The county roads in Missouri are all either clay or gravel, so it's a lot of fun. They're all twisty, windy.
Yeah, I try not to drive very often because they ruin the suspension. I don't want to buy tires every year either.
Well, when you're in the same business we are, you buy tires probably twice a year.
But your tires are so close to the rims. Your tires are so close to the fenders. I don't understand how you turn corners.
It's actually better that way. You have a lower center of gravity and I have stiffer springs. It's a little more complicated than probably what your listeners want to hear, but it looks cool for us, and it's actually functional too. So,
do you want to talk about something that's complicated? Have you ever rewired the speaker wire for a 97 Grand Marquis?
No, I can't say
that.
I
have. All of it. Yeah. I'm not going to make any other references to that tonight. We'll move on again. You keep using the word family, which is dope, because everyone needs camaraderie. I don't know, I guess I don't hear that word enough used in circles, and it's awesome to hear that you're promoting camaraderie and closeness, and it's not a competition of my car's faster than yours or my car is better than yours. It's like, wow, you're into the same things that I am. It's not a competition. It's a way to share.
It's kind of the best way to explain it is no matter how fast you think your car is, or no matter how cool you think it looks, someone's got a cooler car, someone's got a faster car. So learn to have some style with it. I mean, like I said, my car is not anywhere near fast, believe me. It looks cool and everyone thinks it's fast, but it's not.
Are you sure you want to reveal that information on the internet?
Yeah, it'll be fine. Don't worry. If I don't say it, someone else will probably post on it and say the same thing. So
I saw the guy from your interview. The car ain't even that fast.
Yeah,
well,
exactly.
Let me know who you are. We'll interview you about your car club.
Yeah, exactly.
All right?
So
we're gonna make it even. We'll level the playing field.
But no, like I said, I mean, there's always someone faster, always someone looking better. So I mean, just make it about you. Have a good time with it. I mean, like I said, it's really tight and close with all of us. And I mean, like I said, I've been a groomsman at 2 of our members' weddings. I've been there for the birth of some of our members' kids. We go to each other's children's birthday parties, let alone our own. And so, you know, it's always something going on. I mean, it's even hard for us to find a weekend that we're not doing something together as a group, which is awesome, you know.
You know what else is awesome? The fact that we're right next to the train tracks, and you might have to say that again.
Unfortunately, there's actually been funerals. I mean, but we're always there for each other.
Right.
We're always there. There's never a time we're not. So it's really cool to have that secondary family like that.
Well, I support it. You know, it's all positive. I've never heard you guys getting a speeding ticket, running a stop sign, killing a kid. I mean, it's not something that's highly promoted. I have to be a little honest right now with your club because I didn't know that your media guy was going to be here videotaping, which is fine for me, but it's been a while since I've been what I call fighting shape, and I believe that you could relate, and I was going to share this with you. About a week ago, somebody asked me, you know, they're like, you know, so what made you fat? And I was like, honestly, Netflix, cigars, scotch, pizza, ice cream ruined my life. Hit 30, ruined my life. And this kid was very adamant, and, you know, he thought he was very, let's see. I call him riffraff. He's like, you know what? He's like, you ain't even doing it the right way. Cigars and scotch is for your grandpa. You need to do coke and fuck pictures like I do. And I'm like, wow. From what I understand, coke kills your boner, so that one's out the door. And number 2, if I did coke, I'd probably graduate to H, and then I'd pass out in my car and wake up in Brooklyn, Illinois, and, you know, I'd be a DJ at a strip club. But I got life goals. I don't need that. You know, the closest that I'm going to get to is once a year to some ink for, you know, and that's going to tell my story through a scrapbook, probably how you do with your decals and every trip that you take.
Oh, yeah,
you know?
Absolutely.
Do you have any ink by any chance?
I do have some ink.
You do? So you understand.
Most of it's car related, actually.
See? We all got something. So
that's our anti-drug, man.
Let's go. Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
No. I don't know about you, but if I do go out and I get intoxicated, my entire day is shot. I can't do anything, and I got life goals. So, I mean, I don't want to sit on the couch and eat pizza, therefore we are where we are.
Without sounding like a dick, I think we've gotten to the age where going out and drinking all night's going to ruin a few days. It's not going to be just one morning anymore.
There you go, kids. Don't do the booze, you lose. All right, let's, I'll tell you what. Wow, my voice cracked as if I were 13. That sounds awesome. I can't help it. I gotta let it go. All right, so I want to ask the question: if you were mayor for a day, 24 hours, stay awake, dreams only last for a night, everything's gone, what would you change?
What would I change?
Yeah, you've been here long enough. You got some ideas.
Oh, there's a few ideas I'd love to have. Man, that's a hard one right there off the bat, though.
I tell you what, we'll come back to it.
Let's come back to that.
I'll
Let's
ask.
see what happens.
We'll put a pin in it. I'll ask you this. I have a segment called the Lincoln's Losers segment. This can be the neighbor whose dog poops in your yard. It can be the snot-nosed kid that kick you in the shin that you can't say anything about.
I'm that neighbor and that kid.
Well, but I'm saying it can be, you don't have to name names, but what really gets under your skin right now? What would you, because you know they have the north side problems and the south side problems, and you know there's everybody complaining. But here's a chance to vent and you know get some entertainment value out of it, rather than just saying my day was terrible and this is I have to tell you.
I think the one thing that actually irks me most of all actually isn't the laws. It's the people that bitch about the laws, in all honesty. It's people that throw a fit about, I got pulled over for this, or I got pulled over for that. And, you know, as much as we cause a ruckus on the streets and everything, we have no problems with cops for the most part. Zero police problems.
Now, do they know you, like, as...
A few of them do.
Well,
I mean, my brother's an officer, so I mean, like...
Well, that, and I would think that you and your club would be around enough to where they would get to know you and say, hey, I'm either going to target you, or how do we say, they're going to target you or they're going to live with you.
I think they've kind of grown to live with us, to be honest. Like
That's
I said,
awesome.
we don't really, we've got to a point where street racing isn't a thing anymore. We go to the track. I mean, if you look at some of our cars now, we still have the numbers from this weekend when we went racing. We do try to keep it
Where
off
was
the
that,
streets.
by the way?
That was down at Gateway Raceway. Down.
And how is it?
It's a lot of fun. It's just an open race night. Pretty much you can bring whatever you want. You can bring your car if you wanted to down there.
Is it
and
like,
run it.
I hate to, and please don't think I'm overgeneralizing, but is it like a NASCAR accredited track, or is it
that's an actual accredited track. It's a full quarter-mile track. It's just drag racing.
Okay, so it's just drag racing.
It's just drag. It's just quarter-mile. They also do drifting while that's going on off to the side.
Okay.
Which is kind of cool to watch. You get the amateurs out there. I mean,
What's the entrance
pros.
fee for that?
It's actually $25 for the night. It's called Midnight Madness, actually.
Okay.
It starts right around 7, 8 o'clock.
All ages?
All ages. They don't care who you are. As long as you got a license, you can go on the track.
That's amazing because it gives kids an outlet, something to do. I hate to say kids because I'm 30 and I still feel like a kid. But that's instead of driving around looking for a strip or looking for something to do, you could actually save your money for the whole month, soup up your car, drive down there, and then, you know, are there trophies or anything?
No. It's just, like I said, it's a run once you've run. You go down there and pretty much you get in line. If you find someone in line that you want to race against, usually they can rearrange it so you get to race against something a little closer to your league. And then you go down the track, you get your time so you find out what your car does. But it keeps it keeps you safe that way. I mean, there's a lot of safety going on there at the track. And it keeps everyone off the streets. Like I said, I try to promote that with my people. And I know that for the most part it sticks, where they don't go acting totally retarded going down veterans, or they're not doing 115 everywhere, you know.
Do you have to sign waivers?
At the track, yes.
Okay.
Yeah, at the track you sign waivers saying that, you know, they're not reliable if you go acting a fool and run.
So what's next on the horizon for BSL?
We're expanding faster and faster, to be honest. Actually, to be honest, in the beginning, there was only a few of us that were really dedicated, and it was hard for other people to kind of get into BSL, not because we weren't letting them in, it was just because we were such close friends to start with. It's kind of like joining a family.
Well, that was going to be another one of my questions, and I'm glad you asked, because I feel that sometimes there is anger because of exclusion, but it's not like that at all. There's some people that are afraid to approach others, and I wish I could be part of this club, or I wish I could be part of that club, and I have had the benefit of knowing you for a long time, so I wouldn't be afraid to approach you, but how would someone else transition into that, going from seeing your car on the streets, or even hearing this podcast, by saying, hey, I'd love to contact Klutch, you know, and I would always keep an open door, but I don't know.
Like I said, when we first started, it was harder to get in. Lately, we've kind of broke it down for most people where there's no set requirements for your car. You don't got to have some stupid, amazing car. We don't judge you on your car. We have people in our car club that just has cool stereos in their car and keep their car clean. And then we have other people that have, you know, like over there, turbo boosted Supras that go.
That really makes me mad because I'm pretty sure that was off Fast and the Furious.
Yeah, it's one of the
Like,
first
and I'm
ones.
not joking. I make the joke a lot in my personal life, saying Johnny Tran's gonna be real mad when that car don't make it a race war. But that is a Supra. Tell me the year, and yeah.
If I remember correctly, that's a '94 Toyota Supra. That's got the single turbo on it, and can't quite recall what he ran at the track. I don't remember being great, but at the same time, I mean,
Is he an investment broker? Like, how do you buy that car?
he actually runs a few YouTube channels. To be honest, that's his only job.
Good for him. Got to sell the appetite. Got to
Yeah.
get in where you fit in.
That's right. And
There you go.
Yeah, like I said, we got quite a few guys like that. But like, if you're interested in joining with us and you see us hanging out somewhere, and you can't miss us if you see us, kind of blatantly obvious, but a bunch of loud cars.
I'm pretty sure you're the only one in town with a yellow Mazda that has decaled out.
Yeah, that's probably the best way. There are a few other yellow ones.
Are you still running the motorcycle and you do the breast cancer awareness and your bike's pink?
I still have that. Actually, I just changed the color for a burnout contest I did back in September. We sponsor a.
So is it open to motorcycles as well?
Oh no, absolutely. Yeah, we have a Harley. We have quite a few other members that have cars and bikes. I mean, we're not.
So let me go through this again. I hate to reiterate, but I think it's awesome that there's a large umbrella, a large scope. You got imports, you got exports, you've got motorcycles, you've got cars that are brand new, that are domestic, that have nice stereos. You have older cars that have nice stereos. There's really no criteria.
I think the best way I've always described it is if you share the same love for the internal combustion engine that we all do, and the gasoline runs through your blood, you'll be all right with us.
That's awesome. Are you ready to go back to the Lincoln's Loser segment, or do you want to bypass that altogether?
Back to the mayor question.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't think you did answer the Lincoln's Losers. I'm retarded. You know what? I am. Let's go back to the mayor for a day.
Mayor for a day question. Okay. I think if I was mayor for a day for that one day,
Yes.
I would make it so. It's kind of hard. There's like 3 things I'm thinking about here.
You only get one wish.
I know that's the.
We
worst
think
part.
this is genie. You can't rub. You get 3
Yeah,
wishes.
you
You gonna wish for more wishes?
You can't wish. That's right.
It's a one and done.
Why did I hear Robin Williams' voice when I heard that?
God rest his soul, man.
That's right.
Oh, he distracted me from my nightmares, but couldn't escape his own.
No, that was a sad loss there.
Absolutely. So, mayor for a day, you get to change one thing. What would you change?
I would definitely make it so that everyone. I see, man. This is harder than what I thought it'd be.
If I could step inside your head, I hear that you're generous, and I would think that maybe any kid that didn't have the chance to drive one of your vehicles in the club could drive that vehicle for a day and get to feel the camaraderie and the friendship, because you got to feel pretty BA getting behind the wheel of that car and just going, putting the pedal to the metal, driving, even 85 on the highway, just the feel of the machine.
We don't do that. We do 70 on the highway. That's the speed limit here.
Oh, absolutely. That's why it was my hypothetical. It was my hypothetical inside your head. So, but I don't want to speak for you. That's just, I just see this this awesome community that you've helped build.
I think I just wish that everyone could see it through our eyes. Like all the naysayers, all the people that drive the hybrids and the Priuses. I think if they could see it through our eyes for one day, that's not really something that'd be a mayoral power by any means. But,
Sure. Yeah.
But anyway, I think if I could wish one thing, it would be so everyone would see cars through our eyes. Because I think that most people look at cars as 2 tons of metal, glass, and rubber. And
That makes sense.
And we don't do that. We don't look at it like that at all. We can see the potential of the car. We can see the lack of potential of the car, for that matter. But I think if everyone could see it for a day, they'd understand us a lot better, and not just like us as BSL, but like us as like the car enthusiast group there is out there.
Can we bring the members that are here over to the interview so they could just say their name, they can say their favorite car, they can say whatever they want, because these guys came out tonight. I honestly thought it was just going to be us hanging out by your car, revving up the engine, and they deserve to have their voices heard just the same. So
Hey
that's
guys,
up to you.
Come on over here. You hiding, Dave?
Welcome, guys. Thank you so much for coming out. You can say whatever you want to in the microphone. I was going to say the name, like your favorite car, whatever you drive, whatever you're into. Say what you want. You got 15 seconds. I'd say minutes, but they don't have that kind of attention span. We live in 140 character answers. So say whatever you want for 15 seconds, man.
I'm Dave. I really like Toyotas. I got a Lexus SC400. I'm just yeah.
Hey, I'm Cody. I'm the photographer for BSL.
I got a real deep voice. I'm just busting your balls. Hold on. I don't mean to talk over you. Go ahead.
I'm Joe. I drive a 3000 GT. I really like the Supra. I'm really jealous of my friend Blake over here. He's got one.
I'm Blake, and I own the Supra that Joe is jealous of.
Hold on. There is an ambulance going downtown. We hope somebody's all right. Yeah, we're going to keep that in. Hold on. Wait for it. Wait for it. Yeah, let it roll.
Man, they're just
Let it roll.
this train is not stopping.
I really hope that no one's hurt. I'm laughing that the sirens are going, but this is what you get when you record live outside. Better than being recorded dead or recording in that ambulance. Oh, no, see, I was going to hand the microphone to a friend of ours. I think something might be big downtown. Go ahead, come on in, buddy.
And I just do a lot of the video editing for BSO.
And you are again?
Blake.
All right, thanks, man. You know what, we're going to...
with the Supra.
We're going to let it roll. We're going to let it roll. There's no better way to end the BSL podcast. Thank you so much, Klutch.
Absolutely.
That's awesome.
The Lincoln's Legends Podcast, where you buy a house on Peoria Road just for the free parking during the state fair.